World War II. A time of immense global conflict. It lasted from 1939 to 1945. This war affected nearly every part of the world. Countries formed two opposing military alliances. These were the Allies and the Axis powers. The Treaty of Versailles was signed in 1919. It officially ended World War I. However, this treaty created new problems. It sowed the seeds for another war. The treaty blamed Germany for World War I. Germany was forced to pay heavy reparations. The 1930s saw a global economic crisis. This was the Great Depression. It caused widespread unemployment, poverty, and social unrest. This crisis had a profound impact on the world. It contributed to the rise of extremist ideologies. In Germany, the Great Depression was particularly severe. People were desperate for solutions. This made the Nazi Party's message appealing. The Nazis promised to restore Germany's economy and power. The Great Depression also weakened democracies around the world. It made it difficult for them to address the growing threat of fascism. The economic hardship of the 1930s created an atmosphere of fear and uncertainty. This made war more likely. Fascism is a far-right, authoritarian, ultra-nationalist political ideology and movement. It is characterized by a dictatorial leader. It emphasizes aggressive nationalism and often racism. Fascism rejects democracy and individual rights. It prioritizes the state above all else. In the 1920s and 1930s, fascism gained popularity in several countries, including Italy and Germany. Benito Mussolini established a fascist dictatorship in Italy in 1922. Adolf Hitler rose to power in Germany in 1933. He promised to restore Germany to its former glory. He used propaganda and violence to consolidate his power. Fascist leaders promoted aggressive foreign policies. They sought to expand their territories and influence. This expansionist ambition led to tensions with other countries. It was a major factor contributing to the outbreak of World War II. Section 5, My Country, Right or Wrong, Nationalism's Role in the Conflict. Nationalism is, well, a strong sense of identification with one's nation and its interests. It can be a powerful force, uniting people and inspiring patriotism. However, extreme nationalism can be dangerous. It can lead to intolerance, prejudice, and aggression towards other nations. In the years leading up to World War II, nationalism played a significant role. Many countries were driven by intense national pride, believing in their own superiority over others. This led to a climate of mistrust and rivalry among nations. Germany, under Hitler's leadership, promoted an aggressive form of nationalism based on racial purity and territorial expansion. This ideology fueled Germany's desire for conquest and contributed to the outbreak of war. Section 6, Powerful Voices, Dangerous Messages, Propaganda and the Path to War. Propaganda is the spreading of information to influence people's opinions and actions. It is often biased or misleading. It is used to promote a particular point of view. Governments used propaganda extensively during World War II. It was a powerful tool to shape public opinion. Propaganda was used to demonize enemies. It glorified one's own nation. Propaganda often portrayed the enemy as evil and a threat to national security. This created a climate of fear and hatred. Propaganda was disseminated through various channels. These included radio, newspapers, posters, and films. It was highly effective in shaping public opinion. It mobilized support for the war effort. Propaganda played a crucial role in influencing people's perceptions of the conflict. Section 7, Marching Toward Disaster, How Militarism Paved the Way. Militarism is the belief that a country should maintain a strong military capability and be prepared to use it aggressively to defend or promote national interests. It glorifies military strength and war. It often leads to an arms race. In this, countries compete to build up their militaries. In the years leading up to World War II, militarism was on the rise. Several countries, particularly Germany and Japan, were expanding their armies and navies. They were preparing for war. This military build-up created an atmosphere of tension and suspicion. Militarism also influenced government policies. It made leaders more likely to use military force to achieve their goals. The combination of militarism and aggressive nationalism created a dangerous path toward war. Section 8. Faces of conflict. Key players on the World War II stage. World War II involved many countries and leaders. However, some figures played particularly significant roles. Understanding their actions and decisions is crucial to comprehending the war's origins. Adolf Hitler, the leader of Nazi Germany, was the driving force behind the war in Europe. His ambition to conquer territory and create a dominant German empire led to the invasion of Poland in 1939, which marked the beginning of the war. Emperor Hirohito of Japan played a crucial role in Japan's entry into the war. While the extent of his personal involvement in military decisions remains a subject of debate, his reign saw Japan's aggressive expansion in Asia and its attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941, which brought the United States into the war. Section 9. Lessons from the Ashes: Why Understanding World War II Matters Today. World War II was a defining event of the 20th century. It had a profound impact on the world. Understanding the causes of this devastating conflict is essential. It helps us to prevent similar tragedies in the future. By studying the factors that led to World War II, we can learn to recognize and address dangerous ideologies. These include fascism, extreme nationalism, and militarism. We can also appreciate the importance of diplomacy, international cooperation, and peaceful conflict resolution. The lessons of World War II remind us of the human cost of conflict. They encourage us to strive for a more peaceful and just world. By understanding the mistakes of the past, we can work towards a better future for all.